This book is so weird, you guys. I think I'm making it worse. A few good sprints. That ought to do it. How do people write multiple series at once? Asking for a friend. Totally theoretical question.
Effie! Hi, Effie! Hi!
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Emily and welcome to NaNoWriMo Part 2. Since I am working on 3 separate projects for NaNoWriMo, In Dying Starlight 10, rewriting a novella called The Sea at the End of Everything, and starting a brand new series after that, I figured I would section up these vlogs for each project. Last week I drafted In Dying Starlight 10, which was the newest novella in my web novel series. Today is Monday, November 14th, and I am starting The Sea at the End of Everything. Sort of. I did start it yesterday, just a little bit. If you've been on my channel since the beginning, or at least a while ago, this novella will be familiar because I wrote it 2 years ago. More than that, possibly. This novella has had a bit of a wild ride. I wrote it, didn't do anything with it, eventually edited it, and sent it off to, well, a single market because it's a novella and it's really hard to sell novellas, and that was the only market I was interested in selling it to. They didn't respond to me for 18 months. We love submissions. We love submitting stuff. And I eventually came to a point where I realized I would rather withdraw the novella, rewrite it into something slightly more coherent than it is currently, illustrate it, publish it myself. So that's what we're doing. Over the last 2 months, I've sort of been chipping away at re-outlining this thing. A large portion of it, probably 2/3, will stay the same. There's just a very important extra 1/3 that's going to make it coherent and not just weird. But I am rewriting because at a sentence level, I wrote this book 2 years ago. It's easier at this point to rewrite it better than it would be to try to edit it. This is what I did when I drafted Under the Earth Over the Sky. The draft was so rough and I wanted to change so much that I decided to rewrite it, and that was 100% the smarter choice over trying to developmentally edit it from the beginning. So we're going with that again. The novella is about 19,000 words right now, and it is considerably polished because I did edit it and send it on submission. It's polished from 2 years ago. And also the pacing is not correct, and it's believe me when I say it's too weird. There are questions posed about the plot that are simply not answered, which may work for some short story markets, but for a general audience, that's not a good idea. I wouldn't like that as a reader most of the time. So we're gonna make this a coherent, longer novella. I'm assuming it will end up in the 25,000 to 30,000 word range, and one of the reasons I'm excited to rewrite it right now is because I'm going to do a lot of illustrations for this book, and once I have the new rough draft, it's gonna be slightly less rough than a regular rough draft. Once I have the new rough draft all planned out, then I will have all the scenes that I need, and I can actually start planning illustrations while I edit it, because illustrations take me forever. Doing the cover of this book was painful. It took me weeks. Weeks, I tell you. I am 29,000 words into NaNoWriMo, which is ahead of schedule. Takes some of the pressure off. I am so excited. It's NaNoWriMo. It's the best part of the year. Best part. Let's do this. It's Wednesday, November 16th. We're halfway through the month. I don't have much to report other than I am going nicely through The Sea at the End of Everything. I'm 7,242 words into the new draft, which is already about 1,000 words longer than I was at this point in the old draft. Written a few new scenes, am adding in more context and explanation into the stuff I've already written, and I am glad I'm rewriting the stuff that's almost exactly the same, because sentence level wise could use some work. I'm working on it. is going well. On Monday, I did 4,000 words. Yesterday, I was gonna do 4,000 again, and then just got to 2,500 and decided I was done for the day. It was late. I'm writing at night for some reason. I need to go back to writing in the morning. But that puts me at 35,500 words for the month. My nanograph looks cool. I'll show you. So yeah, I haven't written anything today yet, but it's a very nice upward trajectory. There's the other little graph. Yeah, I'm a night writer at the moment. I don't know why. And at this pace, I'll finish on November 23rd. Cool. Hello, it is Friday, November 8th. I look very frumpy, so we're just gonna look at the NaNoWriMo graph. Yesterday, I did not end up writing. The day before that, I wrote 500 words. On November 15th, I wrote 2,500 words. And November 14th, I wrote 4,000 words. A very good writing day. This graph just looks so wild and all over the place, but I am still quite a bit ahead of schedule, and I do believe today shall be a better writing day. We are 7,848 words into the new story. We got the old story over here, the new story over here, 3 chapters in, and I'm quite enjoying myself. Alright, today is Monday, November 21st. The image is not loading for whatever reason, but we're at 45,000 words, nice and even. That's such a pretty number. Here's what the graph looks like. I'm guessing I should probably... I haven't done anything yet for today, so it says 0. Guessing I'll probably finish up maybe tomorrow, maybe on Wednesday, but we're very close. Hello, it is Tuesday, November 22nd. Didn't like that it's almost the end of November. Feels weird. I am 46,500 words into NaNoWriMo. I only ended up doing a 1,500 word day yesterday. I was just kind of plodding along slowly. Let me open my Scrivener here. I am 18,000 words into The Sea at the End of Everything, which is nicely along the lines of where I think I should be, considering this book is probably going to be about 30k. This novella will definitely take me to the 50,000 words. It will take me over the 50,000 words. I could just chill out at this point and continue to write The Sea at the End of Everything until the end of the month, and that would be it, and I wouldn't have to even like touch Project Frost, but I want to. I'm not going to put any pressure on myself to do big word days because obviously I am almost there. Another day or 2 or 3 at the most of a normal writing schedule for me will win me Nano. It would just be nice to work on the first chapter of Project Frost. I just want to get started on it. Doesn't have to be a lot. I just want to get started. But yeah, I'm maybe 2/3 of the way through See at the End of Everything, maybe half. It's really hard to tell because I'm adding in entirely new plot lines, and I'm not sure how long those plot lines will take in the second half of the book, last third of the book, whatever. It could end up being under 30,000 words or over 30,000 words. I have 0 clue. This book is so weird, you guys. It's so weird. I might have said that about Under the Earth at some point. This one's weirder. It is considerably weirder. It's weirder than I anticipated when I was re-outlining it a couple weeks ago, because the whole point of this was to make it more palatable for the normal average audience, not like the weird short story market. I think I'm making it worse. I'm not necessarily saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying I'm squinting at it. So I'm definitely gonna have to figure out in the editing phase if it's actually as weird and off the wall as I think it is, or if I'm just being overly dramatic, which is always a possibility. There's just a lot of blurring the lines between the character dreaming and being awake, and the whole concept of the story is there's a really freaky storm going on and a strange man washes up unconscious on the beach, and weird stuff starts happening in their little village. So the concept is weird to begin with, but I think I'm leaning more into the weird side of it than I expected to, which could end up really great, but also will have a specific audience. I'm sounding like I sounded when I was talking about Under the Earth. I was planning on upping the romance in it, so maybe I could sell the book as like a main romance plotline, but when I was outlining it and I confirmed this to myself as I am in the middle of writing it, it's not a romance. It has an element of romance in it. It is not a romance. I do very much like it, and I think it will be a good book. The way I'm saying this, it sounds so like I don't believe in it. I do. It's gonna be a great book, and it's gonna come out even better, I think, when I do a bunch of illustrations for it and double down on the mood of the story with the illustrations, if I can. It's just so weird. This is the short story writer in me coming out and saying, hello, we're gonna take over this novella. And also, despite the fact that it is a rewrite, it is slower going than any of the In Dying Starlight novellas. I write fantasy and science fiction with two separate brains. I am absolutely positive at this point. And this story is just kind of, the fastest I go is if I'm relying really heavily on the old draft, and the slowest is when I'm just writing the new scenes completely from scratch. Different stories are totally, it's amazing the difference in writing different stories. Planning on winning NaNoWriMo before Thanksgiving. That would be nice. A nice little goal for myself. Hello, hello. It is Wednesday the 23rd. I believe if I have a few good writing sprints this morning, I can win NaNoWriMo. We're working on entirely new scenes for the sea at the end of everything, so it's gonna be slow going. A few good sprints. That ought to do it. Honey. I am currently fighting a battle with the KDP website to get In Dying Starlight 3 uploaded. As of the moment, I'm losing. We'll get there. Eventually. Probably. Anyway, yeah, NaNoWriMo. It's Monday, November 28th. I have not updated you in a week, but actually last Tuesday, the 22nd, I wrote 2,200 words, and that brought me to 50,300 words for the month. So I did NaNoWriMo in 22 days. There were 3 days in there I didn't write, so I did 50K in 19 days. But yesterday I got back to working on the sea at the end of everything, wrote another 700 words, then got distracted and started outlining a new series. How do people write multiple series at once? Asking for a friend. Totally theoretical question. I am going to end this vlog here just so I can get it up on the channel within a reasonable amount of time. The next vlog after that will probably be me finishing the novella, however long that takes, so it'll be the last couple days of Nano, and I'll let you know how much I actually got for the entirety of the month. Next couple of days I will continue to work on See at the End of Everything and In Dying Starlight. I don't want to finish writing In Dying Starlight. I don't want to do it. It's gonna wreck me. You guys, in a couple of months, I'm not gonna be okay. I'm telling you this right now so that you can be prepared in a couple of months. I'm not gonna be okay when I finish this series. I just feel like I should warn you of that right now. Yeah. This Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hitting the thumbs up and the subscribe really helps out my channel. You can read my debut novel, Under the Earth, Over the Sky, as well as my short story collection, All the Woods She Watches Over, and In Dying Starlight is available on Amazon. The first novella is free, the rest are all in Kindle Unlimited. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Tell me how your NaNoWriMo is going. By the time I get this up, NaNoWriMo might actually be over, so let me know how you did. I know from the last video, some of you are as crazy as me and you have way wacky word counts too. So I want to know. I must know how crazy we all were this month. I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye!